What's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a tankless, on-demand, reverse osmosis water filtration system. This from the guys over at Suplaud, and I really like this unit because it's small and compact. Again, there's no tank to worry about. As someone who has a very small under-cabinet space, I was looking for a water filtration system that wasn't going to take up that entire place. The Suplaud system, once again, is tankless, and it has some really nice tech to it as well. But let's just go ahead and take a look at some of the features of it. On the front here, when it is plugged in, now you can plug it in if there's no water going through it, but on the front here you do have a touch panel, so it's going to let you know the status of each of these three filters on the bottom. It also has a flush and a reset, and I also like the fact that it has a little blue strip here that lets you know what the status is of your water filtration system while it's running underneath your sink there. It also is very economical as reverse osmosis systems go. It's a 2-to-1 system, so for every 2 gallons of water you're only wasting 1. A lot of the other systems is a 1-to-1, and that's just super wasteful. So this system is not only compact and tankless and filled with some tech as well, it also is going to save you money in the long term. The 3 filters in the middle will last you about 12 months for the smaller ones and about 36 months for the middle one, and they're very easy to change, guys. All you have to do is twist them out. Super easy to do, and when you get a new filter, just go ahead and twist them right into place. A little bit difficult from behind the camera, but you only have 3 filters to worry about. And since I've installed this system, I have been drinking a lot more water, and it's just because the taste is so much more enjoyable. I'm getting rid of that chlorine taste that comes from tap water, and of course I'm getting rid of a lot of the impurities there. Now this system again is a 2-to-1 system, but it also does have some safety features as well. So if you don't use it for 24 hours, it's going to automatically flush the system just to ensure that you get fresh water every time you use it. And it also is pretty fast as well, so you can fill up a glass of water in about 8 seconds. That's definitely really fast. Now I decided to get this system once again mainly because of its size. I wanted a compact system, and you do need power underneath your sink as well. Again, this is using a pump to kind of pump the water through. Now installation is really simple. I'm going to take you through the installation, but basically you have 3 lines. So you have your water inlet, you have your water out, so that's going to be your wastewater, and then you have your water to the faucet on the top of your sink there. This installation, if you have a lot of space, a lot of room under your sink, really is only going to take you, I would say, about 20 to 30 minutes max. You have to drill a hole in your waistline, connect a couple tubes, and you're good to go. But let's go ahead. I'm going to show you the installation video. Again, really simple. If you know how to use a drill and a screwdriver and a wrench, you're all good to go. You don't need a plumber. But as always, throw a little disclaimer. If you don't feel comfortable, go ahead and call a plumber. Go ahead and call someone that's a little bit handy, and they'll be able to install it for you. But it really is a do-it-yourself type of installation. That's all there is when it comes to the Suplaud system. I've been drinking a lot more water since I've had this installed. It's been about a month or so since I did this installation. I'm really happy with it. The filter's good. I like how fast it can fill up a glass of water. And overall, I'm just really happy with the system. There is a little bit of a slight noise underneath the cabinet, but with the cupboard closed, you don't hear it at all. So that's not an issue for me. Again, I'm in an area where there's a lot of noise anyway, a lot of ambient noise, so I don't even hear this thing running. But I just want to let you guys know, in case you're interested in what the noise is like. Now, just as another note, the system really just likes to have it at full blast. You can't really lower the pressure here, but we're not talking about a ton of pressure, but you can see filling up this nice 16 ounce cup. It's not taking all that long. And there's my water status as well. Really a nice job from 44 down to 5. So again, nice system, definitely check it out. I'm really impressed with it. Let's get back to the video. But I'm really happy with this. I much prefer this over a tank system. I much prefer an on-demand type of system. Again, it's mainly due to the fact that I don't have a lot of space underneath of my sink. And if you don't have a lot of space under your sink, definitely check out this bad boy. I appreciate you guys watching. A thumbs up and a subscribe would definitely help me out. It's summertime, I'm sweating in my office. I gotta go plug this back in and get a sip of water. Peace. Here's the water filter and my trusty little Brito, which actually I get really tired of filling up. It's not all that convenient. So having one of these guys installed under your kitchen sink is something that I suggest a lot of people do. And of course, you're going to get a much better filtration system. After all, take a look at all these filters here. The great thing about this system is it's an on-demand type of system. And there's some tech behind it as well, which I'll get into once we do the taste tests and everything like that. But it's always going to ensure that you have the freshest, cleanest, most available water ready whenever you turn on that tap. You have a nice screen right on the top here that's going to give you status information and let you know when it's about time to change these filters. The smaller filters will last about a year depending on your usage, and this big guy right in the middle is about 36 months. So again, the system will let you know when it is time to change out these filters. And I'm actually really excited about this reverse osmosis system. And also you get a really nice LED light right here. Inside of the box, Suplaud supply everything that you need to get going. You do need your own drill bit and drill, so you will need a 1/4-inch drill bit to go ahead and drill into your waistline. And if you are drilling your own countertop, it's going to be a 1-inch hole, but I'm actually replacing that soap dispenser because clear water is more important to me than having an easy accessible soap dispenser. Phillips screwdriver is another tool you're going to need, as well as a wrench. So again, everything else is included for you. They even give you some Teflon tape. So you have all the necessary color-coded tubes, white, blue, and red. I'm going to show you how all of these set up, and all of these are configured together. Here's your 2-prong power source. So this does need power underneath your sink. And depending what's under your sink, whether that's a 1/2-inch line or you're connecting to your existing 3/8 line, they do give you the adapters. So right now I've already configured this to work with my 3/8 water line underneath my sink. So basically your inlet is going to be here. This is going to go to the Suplaud system, and this is going to go to your existing kitchen faucet. Again, if you have a 1/2-inch system, all you have to do is get rid of this adapter, and this is a 1/2-inch connection right down here. You don't have to run to the hardware store for anything. And the cool thing about this system, again, it's all about tech. It's all about something that's a little bit more special. And here's the actual faucet, which has a really cool LED readout right on the front, letting you know how clean your water is after it's been filtered. So you're going to see the dirty water, and then you're going to see the clean water. Now I wish this did come in chrome or some other type of colors, but right now it's only in black. But everything is here. Everything's ready to get up and running. Definitely super excited to install this. Definitely super excited about the tech on the Suplaud on-demand reverse osmosis water system. Let's get to it. Here's a look underneath of my sink and my current situation. So my actual water lines are soldered, but once again, thanks to those adapters, I can just hook into that existing 3/8 water line right there and really not have to worry about it. Again, everyone's sink, everyone's plumber. This guy did a bang-up job if you ask me, but everyone's plumber is a little bit different. And here's my drain, my waistline. So I am going to have to drill just a little bit of a hole to get rid of the excess water. So that's really it. And let's start with the first step. Of course, is to shut off water. We don't need any water running underneath here. Just make sure you have enough room, enough clearance underneath your sink. It's actually just going to make it for me, so definitely measure before you order one of these. So now the first step, guys, is go ahead and once again make sure that you did turn off the water. And now we're going to connect our supply line. This again is a 3/8. Normally it's about a 1/2-inch coming in. If you don't have a soldered pipe coming in, it's going to be a little bit different for you guys, but pretty much the same. All you have to do is release these nuts, connect the adapter, and you're good to go. Let's go ahead and get our adapter ready. If you already have a 1/2-inch, just go ahead and connect this one. But again, I do have 3/8 underneath there, so I am going to have to use the included adapter. Now I'm a huge fan of Teflon, and I'm a huge fan of doing things once. So I would suggest put a little Teflon on all of these connections here, because you don't want to undo this if there's a leak or whatnot. Let's just go ahead and be generous. There already is one gasket on this connection, so let's just go ahead and connect this one. Get your wrench and just kind of make sure that the seal is nice and tight. Now we got to do the same on the top. That's the top portion. This is going to go to your kitchen sink. And just get a little bit more Teflon. Next, get the adapter that they supply. This is their adapter, and you do have a rubber gasket. Just like so. They also do give you another gasket, and that's going to go to your kitchen faucet. We're not going to install it right now, but don't lose it. And don't forget that you do have to use this one. Let's head back under the sink. It's a little bit tight under here, so I got to do it this way. I do not have enough space. Again, any which way you can install it. And make sure you position it where you want the water inlet to be. Next, I'm going to install my water valve back in. Make sure to hold your water lines as you're tightening. If they're just free falling. So now the next step is to hook up the faucet. Get the faucet stem and connect it underneath your sink. Give it a nice tight seal, and then we can slip in this faucet right into that hole. So let's just go ahead and do that. Now the faucet's all installed right where the soap dispenser used to be. And again, we're going to get a nice readout right there. So it looks pretty cool so far. The next step is to get our drill and drill our 1/4 inch hole for the waistline. So let's get to it. So we got to head back under the sink and drill a little hole. So there's our 1/4 inch hole. Now I decided to put it on this side because on the Suplaud system, the actual drain lines, the pipe lines are coming from the front. I'm gonna guess it would be better in the back, but once this is all set up, I'll figure that out. But as of right now, I think it would be nice to put the, let me just change the angle. As of right now, I think it would be nice just to put the drain line coming right from the front. I can put it behind here and then go straight into the pipe. Pretty easy so far, guys. Not too bad, and make sure you put the little lock right on this drain line. I'm thinking it's looking pretty nice so far. Let's continue on to the final steps. We're almost at the end, guys. All right, we're almost there. Now, as you can see, I barely have enough room, but I would like to see the inlets and the power and all of that good stuff either on the back or maybe on the side, something like that, making it a little bit easier for people who have tighter under sink spaces. But I think I'm just going to clear it. I really think I'm just going to be able to clear it. But our final steps, guys, we have our waistline, which is going to go here. We have our water inlet line, which I've already hooked up. It's going to go right here. And then I have to get the white line to go to our faucet, connect the faucet for power, and then connect power to the entire unit. So I'm almost at the last steps. Now we have all our lines set up. I did have to do a little MacGyvering, but it looks like I'm just going to clear the door when this is shut. We're finally done. The system has flushed. A little bit hot, as you can see, but it's well worth it because I think this water is going to taste absolutely delicious. Filling up a 16-ounce pint glass. First sip. Let's see what it is. Oh, that tastes really good. Much, much better than the Brita. Cooler, fresher. Oh, here's the readout, guys. Kind of takes a split second to get going, sort of like an engine. But here's my readout. So total dissolved solids coming in is 46.47, and the filtered is 4. After flushing the system for about 30 minutes, it did get down to 3. There we go. There's 3. So you can see it's doing a nice job. But this definitely tastes a lot better and it's getting rid of all of those impurities. I'm definitely liking it.